Hey guys, I wanted to give you a greenhouse update of what's been going on since the greenhouse has been completed. It's been over a week now, and the last week has been extremely hot here in my zone 5A climate. And I wanted to show you what I have planted so far and what's growing. Because it's been really hot and dry in the greenhouse, I haven't been doing a lot of planting, but I did manage to plant half of it. So I'm going to go inside and show you what's growing in there right now. So this is the greenhouse. There's this whole side here, which is not planted yet. And I had been watering it prior because it was so dry that the soil was actually cracking. So it is quite dry and I haven't planted anything in here, and I will be planting as soon as I water the soil and let it sit for an afternoon, let's say. So it does absorb a bit, but I'm going to put it on a slow water, like a trickle, and just water these beds so that the water can go down deep into the soil. But these two beds are quite dry, so I haven't done much because of how hot it's been. And these beds here have been planted at different stages. So about 2 or 3 days after the greenhouse was completed, I planted this side here, and this is just small seedlings that I transplanted from the garden to the greenhouse. And I figured since they're small and they're already up, I might as well get a head start on the garden by planting seedlings from the garden that probably would eventually be able to harvest, but why not just plant them into here and have access to them right away. So this first bed here, what I've planted is different varieties of lettuce. I've got this one here, and I don't remember the names of them because I just pulled them out with the soil, brought them here and planted them. And I've been watering them and taking care of them, and they've established themselves. And as you can see in this lettuce here, the center is growing quite nicely. And this one too here, they're producing babies. So these are now established. And the first couple days, they're a little bit sad and falling over. But now they're doing okay. So even with the heat that we've had, they're all establishing. And what I've been doing is clipping off any leaves that look wilty or damaged, just to leave the goodness, all the best leaves intact on the plant and not have any energy pulled towards bad and wilting leaves. So all these are now ready, and they're doing quite well considering how hot it's been. Probably in Fahrenheit in the 90s, in the high 80s and 90s, with a humidity which would bring us close to 100 the last week. In Celsius, it's been over 30 degrees, feeling like 40. So this is the lettuces that I planted from the garden. And this is a kale, which self-sowed from last year and didn't do anything in the actual vegetable garden all summer. So I thought I would pull it out and put it here, and it has done really nicely. And it's not quite hot yet. It's warm, but not as hot as it usually gets now in the daytime the last week. So the leaves are actually quite firm, and it's happy, and it's grown a lot more than it's grown all summer. So it's here. I also managed to pull out a frisee by accident, and there it is, which I love. Frisee is my favorite salad, my favorite lettuce. You can see right there. And then here I have Swiss chard. This Swiss chard has grown a lot since I transplanted it, and I pulled off all the bad leaves, anything with holes, stems that were chewed on by slugs, and now these are pretty good. So, and the stems are quite firm, as you can see, so they're happy. And these are the babies that I was pulling, that I pulled out as well, and they were doing very little. They were hiding underneath other Swiss chards, so they're now in here. So this leaf here is a bit damaged, so I'll remove it because I don't need it here, and this one here too. And that way allow the plants to focus on putting the nutrients towards the other leaves. So that's them. And then on the 21st, which is today's the 27th of September, so 6 days ago, I planted this entire bed. And what I can't believe is how quickly it has sprouted in this greenhouse. So in here I have more chard. This is a row of rainbow chard, a row of scarlet Charlotte red chard. This is a row of Mikado baby turnips. They're little white turnips. Seeds are from Renee's garden seeds. And then I have 6 rows of radishes, different kinds. This 3 rows are 5-color radishes, also from Renee's. And these ones there are from an Italian company, Rosso Punta Bianca. And these are these. I think they look like Cherry Bell, honestly, with a little bit of white at the bottom. But these sprouted the next day. These sprouted 2 days after I planted them, which is incredible. And these were 3 days later. And Swiss chard is pretty slow at germinating. And they sprouted within 3 days, which is unbelievable. Typically, this would be in the vegetable garden over a week before you'd see anything. This is incredible that it's actually growing. And I've added a few more there, and they've also popped up. So I'm so pleased. And I guess the heat that was in here encouraged them. I kept them watered just slightly and not allowing the soil to dry, and they grew no problem. Then on the 23rd, which was 4 days ago, I planted this bed, and again, it's come up so quickly. So in this bed I have Ruby Frills Red Mustard. I love mustard, and I love the frilly variety. And they've all, you can see here, are coming up, which is just amazing. This is their second day. I noticed them last night. Spinach, which also takes forever for me for some reason. It's a bit of a struggle. So I planted this area here with spinach, and if you can see here, spinach is now popping up. Just amazing. This spinach has not yet. This is a black spinach. I've never tried before, so I'm going to see what happens there. It probably has like purpley leaves, and I'm not sure if this is in here. I believe those must be weeds. I'm going to have to pull them out, but I'll keep an eye on them. Let's see here. I don't know what that is. That might be seedling. Then over here I have arugula. This sprouted the next day, which is also phenomenal. Could not believe that the next day on the 24th, this was already up. There's the arugula. And these are just regular leaf arugula. Right there. And these are 2 varieties of lettuce that I love from Wild Garden Seed. This is my favorite lettuce company. Lettuce seed supplier. So as you can see here, Joker is up. It was up this morning actually. There's the Joker lettuce, and the Purpless is starting to come out, so that's fantastic. And at the end I have a row of corn salad mash, it's also called, and those are not up yet. And then I added towards the back here, I thought I could get some peas going. I thought worst case scenario will just be sprouts or shoots, so I'll just eat that. But if I happen to get some peas, I'll be happy. But we still have a few months where it's not quite frozen yet, so I might actually have some. But there are the peas coming. So I did 2 rows there. I figured let them grow on the side. And I did add some lettuce seeds between the rows here. And there, you could see them coming up now. So that's pretty exciting. So that's what's happening in the greenhouse. My plans for this side, I have my ginger in here, which didn't do quite well most of the summer. I had it outside. As you can see, it struggled. I have another one started in the house. I'll put that in here. I have a lime plant lime tree, a mini one that I'll bring in here. And also I'll try to see if I can overwinter some of the dahlias, the tubers here, and some other things as well, and the begonias. So in these 2 beds, my plan is to I'm going to put some Asian greens, green onion. I might even just plant some tiny, some onions that I had pulled from the garden that are dry now, little ones, and put them in here, and then they will split and produce green onions. So I'll probably put that in here, and then I said Asian greens, more lettuce, carrots, and beets I want to put in here. So that's my intention. So that'll be the next plant. Probably in the next couple days I'll get those in after watering quite well. So that's the update of what's going on. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll be posting a lot more updates of what's going on in the greenhouse. As it grows and as I learn, I'll show you what I'm learning and what's happening and hopefully get you inspired to do some season extending of your own. You don't necessarily have to have a greenhouse to extend your season. You could use row covers, hoop tunnels, and other things. So cold frame. This is just something that I've always wanted to try, and I've always dreamt of having a greenhouse, and I'm pleased that this is able to happen for me this year. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. I will be posting more frequently, especially once it gets really cold outside, and if things continue to grow in here, I definitely want to share that with you. So thanks everyone. Have a fantastic day and happy gardening.